So this is, I guess, officially the first mod I'm going to do on my T120. So basically a quad lock, except it's the Aliexpress rip-off version. I think a official quad lock for this kit plus the vibration damper is about 60 or 70 quid. This was about £8 delivered. I've already used one of these on my mountain bike, which undergoes far more severe vibrations, knocks and bangs than a motorbike ever would, and my phone has never come off. It just works really well, so I just feel like, why bother spending all that on a quad lock? Because clearly, I guess they didn't patent the design, so it can be copied for pennies in China, which is what they've done. So yeah, you get the clamp here, already has some rubber insets, but there's some other ones depending on your bar diameter. You get a cheap Chinesium Allen key, which I'm not going to use. You get the backing plate, which what I basically do is I'll buy a cheap phone case and stick this on the phone case, and then take the phone out of the phone case and just leave it on the quad lock, and then put it in my normal phone case, because I have a different mount for my car as well, which complicates things a bit. The only downside to these cheap kits is this backing material is crap. On the mountain bike it basically let go on the first ride, so all I'm going to do is peel this off and stick some branded 3M double-sided adhesive, the same kind of stuff you would stick car emblems on with. Once you've done that, it's never going to let go. So that's, you can throw in an additional 5 or 6 quid for the 3M tape, and then you've essentially got a quad lock for like a tiny fraction of the price. You even get some instructions here. So I'm going to get this all set up on the bars, and I'll just show you how it looks. I won't show you the install because it's as simple as looping this around the handlebar, doing it up, and then you can loosen this off and orient it how you want. That's literally all there is to it. Obviously you have to install this as well, which, if I remember right, goes between this bit and that bit. It's very self-explanatory. You can figure it out. So yeah, I'll just show you how that looks when it's all done. So I'll just show you actually before I fit this. So as I said, the Chinese copies, this isn't legit 3M stuff. So I'm just going to peel this layer off completely with a Stanley knife, and I'll just do that now. So there we go. This is the stuff that's on it. It's like the 3M stuff, but I'm pretty confident it's not legit 3M, because it just doesn't stick like the legit stuff. So I've just peeled that off here. I don't need to do anything else with that. That is now ready for the 3M tape. So you can use 3M tape, the stuff which looks just like this, but I quite like these. These are kind of 3M double-sided pads, and the reason I like them is because they're quite thick, so they're kind of soft and padded, which is going to slightly aid absorption of vibrations, which isn't going to be a big issue anyway because I've got the vibration dampener, but anything extra is going to help. So I'm just going to stick a couple on here, then use the Stanley knife to cut around the excess just to make it look a bit neater. So I'll just do that now. So there you go, a couple of pads. That's solid as hell. You could put some weight on it and like leave it overnight if you really wanted, but I don't think it's necessary because this is legit stuff and it's very hard to pull that off. So finally, this is a brand new phone case, still got the foam here. I'm just going to wipe this area down with a bit of panel wipe just to get rid of any like manufacturing oils in the plastic and stuff, just to ensure like the perfect bond. So I'll just do that now. I use U-Pole panel wipe, same stuff I use on my car paintwork, all kinds of different mild degreasing jobs. Works really well. And there you go. You could make it a bit neater if you wanted, but for my use case, I just can't be bothered. Like I said, this case, this £4 case on eBay, is purely to be used on the bike and nothing else. Don't want to go too much into it, but the main reason is in my car I use one of those magnetic phone mounts where it's just like a metal disc here, so you can just slap it on the mount and pull it off with one hand. It's even easier than a quad lock, and I've not found a good quad lock for the car which will fit in the position on the dash that I want it to, so I kind of have to use a different case for the car, hence buying this case. So this one is pretty much just going to stay on the bike, or if I need to walk away from the bike, I'll just take the whole thing off and, you know, walk around with the phone in this case. But for any other time, I'll just leave the case itself on the quad lock on the bike. So yeah, whatever, who cares? You do what you want. I'm just showing you how to get a much better seal here, much more confidence inspiring adhesion, because it's the only downside with these Aliexpress Quadlock knockoffs. They just use a shit version of the 3M tape, so if you use some proper tape you get a really good adhesion. You can see the thickness there helps a little bit with the vibrations. So this is now ready to pop on the mount, and then I'll put the mount on the bike and I'll just show you how that looks. I'll probably fit the USB thing as well from the other video at the same time, so you can see how the whole setup is going to work. I only really use the phone on the handlebars for navigation. I do also have comms on the helmet, but that can be a bit quiet with earplugs, so I do like to visually see like maps and what's going on, what road I'm actually on and whatnot. So yeah, I'll get that done now and just show you the finished result. But yeah, £4 case and about £8 for the quad lock knockoff. These, if you just eBay 3M double-sided pads, there you go, tissue tape I guess it's called, bit of a weird name, but maybe that will help you. Should be easy to find on eBay, you get loads for not much money, very useful. So yeah, cheers. Just a small nag you might run into. The included spacers here, this one's too thick, this one's too thin. The third one is almost right, but it's still a tiny bit loose even when the bolt is done up. So all I've done is wrapped a little bit of felt tape just here, just to widen the diameter, give it a bit more grip as well. So I'm just going to bolt that on and I'll show you the finishing product. Just something to bear in mind. Well, obviously it depends on the bike with the bar diameter and whatnot, but that's what I needed to do for me. And there you go. Nice solid quad lock. So you can have it vertical, it's not in the way of the clocks. When you sat up on the bike it'd be more like this. Might block it a bit, in which case you can just have it horizontal. I don't know if I can do that with one hand. There we go. So yeah, you can have your nav like this if you prefer. Ideal, and as I said, a fraction of the cost of a official quad lock. And then you got your vibration dampener just here, basically like a suspension. Then you can swivel this round, have it mounted how you want. So yeah, £8, you really can't go wrong, plus £4 for the case. I'm just going to Loctite these to prevent them coming loose. But yeah, that's essentially it. Very easy and quite neat. Probably the best phone mount on the market, to be fair. So yeah, hope this helps. As I said, I've used the exact same product on my mountain bike and it's been completely fine, so I have no doubts this will be fine as well. Cheers.